A narrow-minded coach added special seasoning to Trudy's tea, making him lose direction in the pool. Suddenly, Trudy seemed like someone who just took the wrong medicine, leaving the team completely confused, and the coach decided to call it quits. In the end, Trudy was rescued by her coach, having only managed to swim a mere 6 kilometers. The media then made a rush of sensational remarks and even came to the baseless conclusion that women were simply incapable of succeeding in such a challenge. However, nearby, a remarkable daughter proved all wrong as tension returned to the strait. She brought Meg to visit Trudy, but the superhero burst into the room, reigniting Trudy's hope. It was none other than Burgess, who had battled in the strait for 22 hours. How could he be so fast? He practically poisoned my daughter. TC is a die-hard fan, Mr. Edley. Women should strive for progress, even if the coach tried to sabotage them. The media wouldn't buy their little fish by the shore theory. Until she touched the sand, I'm gonna show off my swim moves and display my underwater dance. Coach Dejes might be losing it, so Trudy decided to let the experienced Burgess take over as his new coach. Under everyone's watchful eyes, Trudy leapt from Suleiman's cabin like a superhero. He joined his little boat, since the return trip takes 3 days to New York, perfect time for adjustments. When the ship arrives in NY, all will see Trudy still on holiday in France, with just 3 days left. Every event gave Trudy little time, but Burgess thought, a storm's coming. Water temp dropping. One more temp drop and hope is gone. Trudy decided to leave in 3 days. This time, nothing would stop him. Everyone thought the strait was a straight line, but it turned out to be a maze for athletes. If he wanted to succeed, he had to master the currents of the North Sea and the Atlantic, just like reading a map. Before setting off, Trudy asked Burgess not to pull him out of the water, no matter what. Burgess felt Trudy's determination shake her to her core. She decided to buy Trudy a tighter swimsuit. After all, not just the swimsuit, but her hopes floated too. So Trudy's sister came to collect swimsuits and hit the road again. Only then did Suleiman realize something was off. This time, Trudy challenged the strait alone, feeling unprecedentedly nervous. She suddenly disappeared, and the media quickly rushed to the shore to interview her. Trudy panicked and dove into the water to hide. Mom thought her son was hearing things while tuning into the radio, but the shocking news blasted through the speakers. Mom panicked completely and called her son to keep an eye on Trudy's event, ready to witness history. To help Trudy swim smoothly through the currents, Burgess prepared her magical current guide to safely navigate him out of the strait. The reporters got too close for that exclusive scoop, putting her at risk of injury and elimination. Reporters kept safe distance only after Burgess broke free. Meanwhile, in NY, Mom got updates too slowly. At that moment, Dad mysteriously spotted the Red Sea ahead. No wonder everyone was so nervous. Burgess realized they accidentally crashed the jellyfish party and issued a abandoned ship order. Trudy faced jellyfish attacks, crying out in pain, but there was no stopping him. It wasn't until she slowly swam out of the jellyfish cluster that she flipped over to rest on the surface for a moment. Dad thought she was worn out, and the daughter's signal told Burgess to cool it. At that moment, the observant Burgess noticed a tiny crack in the goggles Trudy tossed onto the boat. She rushed to grab a candle and sealed the crack with melted wax, handing the fixed goggles back to Trudy. Encouraging Trudy to keep going, after 8 long hours in the water, she still hadn't signed up for a marathon. Halfway through, Trudy felt too weak to fight against the current, and Burgess decisively jumped into her path. At this very moment, everyone was well aware that the feisty sister would never refuse to lose to anyone. The bartender under the night sky suddenly awakened the dreamer, and when Trudy caught up, Meg was already completely exhausted. Meg felt her limbs go numb, realizing Trudy faced way more challenges than she'd imagined. Gulping down the chicken leg Burgess provided, she scarfed out 3 yet still felt hungry. At this point, Trudy was only 6 kilometers from shore. Just like Mom said, her path was filled with challenges as she reached the most treacherous waters. The boat ahead was carried to the shallows, and Burgess had no choice but to get Trudy on shore. Everyone believed Trudy could keep swimming, but Dad was worried about her safety. Burgess kept her promise and refused to compromise. Everyone thought Trudy could continue, but Dad believed the night would bring a drop in sea temperature. By then, Trudy could hardly swim anymore, and if she ventured into the dark alone, there'd be no guiding light. Concerned citizens gathered at the shore, lighting bonfires to guide Trudy home. When exhausted, Trudy saw light and burst with energy, like a caffeine shot. She swam to shore under the crowd's expectant eyes. Trudy finally touched land, feet on ground again.